Hello, my name is Brenda Hillman. I'm speaking to you from the East Bay of California on Chichenyo Ohlone land, and I'm going to be reading some parts of a poetic sequence from my book, Extra Hidden Life Among the Days. It's a poem called Poem for a National Forest, and it was written before the pandemic in the summer during some vacation family time in the El Dorado National Forest. The goldenrod bent as they passed, Asteraceae, stars in that, syllables bent in what they said to each other, crab spider changing to join. It had been a terrible year, but only the humans knew. Now a little pleasure in a place set aside of whom, set for what? The couple walked, and the syllables paused. Yellow cones clumped in the tops of white firs, abies concolor, tight mini-masters of the zeros. Great blue ones waited, immortals waited, and the punctuation of John Muir. God cannot save them from fools, he wrote. The couple paused. Relax, implied one. I can't, replied the other. A new baby has been brought to one of the campgrounds. The white fur day stills itself over the baby's cries under a massive cedar, and honestly the sizable blister rust and shelf fungi are trying to rhyme and help the stressed mother. Campers and day people don't read much poetry, yet a few climbing to the dark nipple of Mount Talac might read Basho, and the meadow sun and myrtle warbler both hover over dots of Lucidia's million gray-black eyes of sightless quartz. The forest waits past any law. Be calm with me. Actually, you don't have to. The mothers who packed lunches in non-recyclable plastics and fathers relax about having packed too much stuff. Brown fathers and black fathers and white fathers and non-fathers try to relax, and John Muir listens in heaven if that is what you choose. If you do not choose, he listens in this poem. The tiny weasel sleeps under the elevator stars. Don't look for me under your boot soles. Look for us spinning multiply with our poems among elements and our imitators. At their picnic table, the couple fed the ants, an older couple they had loved for many years. Big Sierra ants climbed over vast twigs and even brought their dead to get to the picnic, large of head and large of pine home. They looked like Camponotus genus and family Formicidae. Sounds so good because of Mysidae. Carpenter ants with their striped balloon thoraxes and their ballet-type socialist legs. The older couple were both codependent-type middle children, feeding the big ants on purpose, huge donations of sandwich. They watched whether ants would prefer lettuce or cheese or bread, and the answer wasn't clear, but one of the humans said, "This is about as happy as I can get." The air was light and delicious as mountain sex. The humans watched a while and kept climbing. The forest stayed calm for the next 1,000 years, and though some of the species would never return. You who don't understand poetry, of course you do. Stand in the shadows in a dream, write from where you are. Write what you want to read. Woodmind, for Anne Waldman. In the forest stayed by good luck, something echoes the woodmind. A great being pressures the pine belt, lying down in sessions of sweet silent thought. I'm afraid some won't know Shakespeare wrote that, not Brenda. Yes, the bugs are a pest for human commerce, and yes, the beetles write too loosely to be understood. We walk past in the woodmind and wouldn't mind, for they are a fancy club of visionaries, the stag beetle, the yellow pine, engraver before Urdu and Mandarin. The beetles write loosely in ampersands past the triple sorrow curvature, past air and script. And yes, they are a pest for capitalism. They will probably rise anywhere to archaic things, overtone, and lie down to rest in the forests, in good luck, past the mystery and the jails, past the idea even of the infinite in documents that crumble over stone.